Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'd like to wish you guys a happy Monday. And with that, I want to get into this news. Now, I reported late last night, about the terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, in which 8 people were hurt. They said it was 6, but it's 8 people were hurt by a makeshift flamethrower by this man right here, who they have in custody with them dumb bandages on his ear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 45-year-old man. His name is Mohamed Soliman. And he's arrested because they had some type of, I guess, voluntary walk for the hostages in Israel, in representation of the hostages being held, from Israel in Palestine. And this guy right here took it upon himself to go in front of some people and use a makeshift flamethrower and set them aflame. Now, this guy's in custody, like I said. It was 4 women and 4 men. These are the victims, ages between 52 years old and 80, I think they said. But I don't understand this. What's crazy is this guy, supposed to be from an Egyptian background, had an expired visa from last year and still stuck in the country, so he's here illegally. I don't know why somebody would do this at a peaceful protest to get their point across, which they have no point if you really pay attention to it. We all have indifferences in things that we don't like, in how things are run or how different world events happen. But to turn your ire on innocent people that don't have a dog in the fight like you don't, it's unacceptable. Take a look at what they're talking about right now, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about this guy.
We start in Boulder, Colorado, where a man is charged with murder following an attack on a rally for Israeli hostages. Police say at least 8 people were hurt on Sunday after being attacked with homemade incendiary devices, including this makeshift flamethrower. Now, according to booking records, 45-year-old Egyptian national Mohamed Soliman is facing several charges, including murder in the first degree, although police have yet to publicly confirm any fatalities. The FBI is investigating this as terrorism. News Nation's Nancy Liu is there in Boulder. She is at that scene. Nancy, good morning to you. Get us up to speed and what the latest is right now.
Yeah, Marky, we are right next to that scene of terror yesterday. It is the courtyard right in front of the Boulder County Courthouse, which is adjacent to the Pearl Street Mall, which is a very popular pedestrian mall here in Boulder. This morning, it is a major crime scene. As you mentioned, 8 victims hurt in this attack yesterday. We know it's 4 women, 4 men, ages between 52 and 88. We know that 2 people were airlifted to a burn unit. There's been no official word about a fatality, but again, the charges indicate that there may be, unfortunately. Now, this happened during a weekly peaceful event called Run for Their Lives. It's part of a network of coordinated events around the country calling for the release of the October 7th hostages still being held by Hamas. Now, here in Boulder, the event usually drew elderly participants who would walk the length of the Pearl Street Mall. But yesterday, just sheer terror. This suspect, Mohamed Soliman, 45 years old, using a makeshift flamethrower, also armed with a Molotov cocktails. You've heard witnesses describing just sheer terror here, and one describing the floor on fire. That suspect heard yelling, "Free Palestine." Right now he is booked in the Boulder County Jail, facing 8 felony charges, including first-degree murder with extreme indifference. But again, we have not heard official word of a fatality in this case. It was beautiful here in Boulder yesterday, sunny, 80 degrees. Many people were out. But again, it just turned into a scene of chaos. Witnesses describe just fiery and fear.
Just chaos, like you don't imagine. And it was just wild. It was hard to understand what was really happening. One person lit on fire from head to toe, and then the other few also caught on fire, but not as bad.
Now, several blocks around the courthouse, they still remain closed off as this investigation continues. The Boulder County DA, Michael Doherty, has vowed that the attacker will be held fully accountable. Now, Colorado Governor Jared Polis condemned the attack, especially in the wake of anti-Semitic murders just recently in D.C. That suspect as well had yelled, "Free Palestine," upon his arrest recently, also noting that it's the start of the Shavuot holiday, which is always celebrated 7 weeks after Passover. Marky?
The entire attack, just heinously cruel. Nancy, thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. This guy right here, Mohamed Soliman, is charged with first-degree murder. So evidently, out of those 8 people, somebody must have died. They said one person was engulfed fully in flames. The other people were burnt, but not that severe as the person engulfed in flames. Think about this. This guy made a makeshift flamethrower, went to a peaceful event where he seen the layout and seen they were senior citizens and older folk, much older than himself. He didn't discriminate, shot flames on them, and then stood his dumb ass there while they burned up on his soapbox in the corner, standing there. Now, there was some pamphlets on the ground. I don't know if he had those posters or whatever, but he was out there kicking the knowledge after setting people on fire and having them burn on the ground in front of him. Innocent strangers you didn't know. I'm telling you, I changed the ordinance the way they apprehend criminals that do heinous shit. I would have had it where the cop go over there, ain't no arresting him. I'd pump 3 in his damn face right there. Who does this? You create hell on earth for people that you don't even know, just out there taking the time out of their day, doing a walk in representation of something where, you know, they're hostages or they're this, they're that, and this is what you do to them? You ain't even supposed to fucking be here. Instead of laying low, you got to go out with a bang. And he'd have went out with one with me. I'd have smashed this pumpkin right there. I'm going to tell you something. These people are older. And, you know, it's easy to talk about situations and be uncaring from the outside looking in. These are somebody's mothers, grandmothers. People love and care for these people, just like they do for his dumb ass, but he didn't see it like that. Everybody want to be a part of a fight until the fight come to them. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I don't know what his motive is. I don't even damn care. He said he screamed out "Free Palestine." Look at this right here. This is what I want. The reason why I made this video, I want to show you this. Let me go down. I lost my place real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. The justice system, here it is. The justice system charged Soliman with a federal hate crime Monday morning. Court records, that's this morning. Court records show he was scheduled to appear in court in Boulder on Monday afternoon. So this afternoon he'll appear in court. FBI affidavit said Soliman confessed to the attack. That's all we needed to know. And told people he would do it again. See that? He told investigators he wanted to kill all Zionist people and wished that they were all dead. That he specifically targeted this group and that he researched and planned the attack for more than a year, according to court documents. Now, let me say this real quick. This walk that they do, or different events, they do this every year. So he knew it was coming up. What you think about it? That's evil as can be. Look at this. This is a quote. This act of terror is being investigated as an act of ideology-motivated violence based on early information, the evidence, and witness accounts. We will speak clearly on these incidents when the facts warrant it, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino said in a post on X. The Justice Department, which leads the investigations into acts of violence driven by racial, religious, and ethnic motivations, called the attack a needless act of violence, which it was. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Or what you want to stand up for. When you turn your violence and your anger towards people that are out there on the opposing side of what they believe in, because I mean, everybody doesn't think like everybody else, and I think that's the problem out here. A lot of times people want people to think like them. Everybody don't think the same, because everybody's road in life is different. Now you got this guy up here planning this for a year, excited to go out there and hurt others, and then he admitted. Explain to me how this guy who's not a citizen of the country, stayed here illegally, gets a fair and just hearing and legal representation. What you think about that? He was so hell-bent on hurting citizens when his ass should have been out of here with an expired visa. How does he get the same as somebody that commits a crime in this country? How? This is the problem I got with the justice system. It's bullshit. Now they'll give him a public defender, they'll give him something. If he got enough money, he can afford a lawyer, even though he ain't a citizen and he did some illegal shit heinously, willfully, and intentionally, but he still get the same rights in court as everybody else. What you think about that? Think about that. Especially if one of your people was one of those victims that survived. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know if it's all of this news or social media, but something has happened where every ghoul, goblin, and zombie that sticks their hand out the dirt every morning then surface and walk among us and try to just take people out. For what? Thanks for listening.